guys. Before I go on to show this new video, which I'm really excited about, I just wanted to let you know there's gonna be some changes coming to my channel soon. As some of you guys know, I have something called PCOS. I'm having PCOS. I've been talking about it on Instagram lately. I've been explaining to you guys what it is and what are the side effects of it and how it affects my daily life. I've decided to change my diet a little bit, which means that it's also going to change the recipes that I show on this channel. Only a little bit. I'm mainly going to try and completely get rid of gluten and dairy in my recipes. Having PCOS sucks. So for example, in this recipe, I would usually use cheese in the midst of eggs and everything else. I'm going to delete that. Here's the thing, it's not gonna be easy and I'm not going to do it all at once, but I do have to start somewhere. I'm already not drinking milk. I still have a problem with cheese, mozzarella cheese specifically, because it does come in handy in most of the recipes that I like to cook. But little by little, I'm going to delete most of these things. So one of them being gluten, again, pasta, part of my daily diet because I did grow up in Italy and we eat pasta every day, so it's really going to be tough. But again, I do have to start somewhere, and it's deleting these little things that might not make a difference right away. So again, the cheese not being in this omelette is not really affecting the taste. It's still gonna come out great. So with that being said, you can obviously add cheese to this recipe if you like to. I'm choosing not to. From now on, I'm going to try and make my recipes a little bit more PCOS friendly. But most of the time what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the recipe. I'm going to show you how I don't add gluten or dairy to it. But however, I will remind you that if you choose to use those things, you can also use something else instead of the ingredient that I'm using basically. With that being said, I just really want to thank everyone that's been watching my videos, that's been liking my videos, commenting, sharing, you name it. Everybody who's been supporting me, I really do appreciate it. If you guys want anything in specific, if you want to hear about PCOS, you can DM me on my Instagram, or you can share comments right below. Any way that you want to contact me, that's perfectly fine. I will make a video eventually, but if you guys have any specific questions, please do let me know so that I know what exactly you want to hear and what you want to talk about. Enjoy this yummy recipe, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting so much lately, but I'll get right back on that soon. Thanks for watching, guys.
So here's some of the stuff that I'm using today. I've already cut all of this up. So here is my potatoes, onions, tomatoes, and I'm using red peppers and orange peppers. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up the pan and put some olive oil on. The first thing we're going to cook is the potatoes, because that's usually what takes longer. You want to make sure that the pan is pretty hot before you put the potatoes in there. Once the oil has expanded all over the pan, we can start adding our potatoes. Now we're also gonna add some salt and pepper. Make sure that you keep on mixing your potatoes so that they don't get stuck in the pan. Although I've put quite a little bit of olive oil, again, you really just want to make sure that they don't stick to the pan. We're gonna let the potatoes cook for a little while, and in the meantime we're going to prepare the eggs and everything else, but make sure that the potatoes are pretty much cooked by the time that we add everything else. For this recipe, I am using 4 eggs. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the eggs, but remember not to put too much because we already put some salt on the potatoes and we don't want it to come out a little bit too salty. I'm also going to add a little bit of black pepper. Don't forget to keep on mixing those potatoes. Now they look pretty golden, so once they're done, we can add everything else in our pan. First thing I'm gonna add is gonna be the peppers. And now I'm going to add the onions. I'm gonna mix it all up, and again keep making sure that it's cooking, but that you keep on mixing it so nothing sticks to the pan. We're gonna let this cook for about 5 to 10 minutes at very low temperatures. Again, the reason why I'm putting the potatoes and all the other ingredients first is because once we put in the eggs, it's only gonna cook for a few minutes. The potatoes usually take about 20 minutes to fully cook, and then I like to raise up the temperature a little bit so that they can get that golden kind of color. Peppers and onions also take a little bit to cook, but not as much, so usually I like to add them at the end so that they can all cook together and get each other's flavor out. Don't forget to mix everything constantly. You want to make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. Otherwise, it's going to burn and it's not going to come out great. Now that everything is coming a little bit softer, we can start putting it on the side. So I'm turning off the heat and I'm taking everything out of the pan into this little bowl. Now we can start adding everything into the eggs. First thing first, we're gonna put the tomatoes in there, and then everything that we've been cooking, and we're gonna all mix it all up. Now we're gonna heat up our pan again, and we can put everything inside of our pan. You want to make sure that you kind of move things along so that it's all over the place and it's not only on one side that we have our ingredients. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that it's not sticking to the pan because of the oil, it shouldn't be sticking. And you want to check the bottom of the omelet to make sure that it's not burning by cooking. Let that cook for a few minutes, and once that's done, we're gonna use the plate technique to rotate our omelette. As always, I usually do this over the sink. And now we're gonna let the other side cook. And we are all done with our omelette. Let's see how it came out. It smells very good. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching.